Rain lashed against the panoramic windows of Amelia's penthouse office, mirroring the storm brewing inside her. At 30, she'd conquered the cutthroat world of tech startups, her company, Bluemix, a shining beacon in the Silicon Valley landscape. Success tasted sweet, but lately, it felt strangely hollow. Then, along came Liam. He was a splash of vibrant color in her meticulously curated, monochrome world. Liam, a bright-eyed 22-year-old music student, was busking outside her favorite coffee shop, his soulful guitar riffs weaving through the midday rush. He was unburdened, passionate, and utterly captivating. He had no idea who she was, no agenda beyond the music that poured out of him. Amelia, used to polished pitches and calculated moves, found herself drawn to his genuine, unforced charisma. She dropped a generous bill in his guitar case and, on a whim, invited him for coffee. Their conversation blossomed, a surprising symphony of shared interests and contrasting perspectives. He spoke of Bach and Beethoven, of the struggle to find his voice. She spoke of algorithms and IPOs, of the crushing pressure to stay ahead. He was fascinated by her ambition, she was enchanted by his artistry. Soon, stolen glances turned into lingering touches. Coffee dates morphed into late-night dinners. A spark ignited, a forbidden flame fueled by their age difference and contrasting worlds. They embarked on an affair, a whirlwind of secret rendezvous and exhilarating passion. Liam was a breath of fresh air, a reminder that life could be about more than just spreadsheets and profit margins. He was also completely broke. He worked part-time in a record store, barely scraping by to pay for his tuition and rent. Amelia, surrounded by wealth, couldn't help but indulge him. Expensive dinners, spontaneous weekend getaways, a new guitar, she offered them freely, wanting to see his face light up with joy. At first, Liam accepted these gifts with gratitude. He cherished her generosity, believing it was a testament to her affection. But as the weeks turned into months, a nagging unease began to gnaw at him. He saw the subtle shift in how people perceived him when he was with Amelia. Whispers, raised eyebrows, knowing smiles. He felt like an accessory, a kept boy. One rainy Tuesday, after Amelia surprised him with a brand new amplifier, the dam broke. "Amelia," he started, his voice tight, "we need to talk." She looked up from her laptop, her brow furrowing. "Everything okay, Liam?" He sat down heavily on her plush sofa, the silence amplifying his anxiety. I can't do this anymore." Amelia's face paled. "Do what? What are you talking about?" He took a deep breath. "I can't keep letting you pay for everything. It's making me feel like a gigolo." The word hung in the air, thick with unspoken truths. Amelia's expression shifted from confusion to hurt. "Liam, I do it because I want to. It makes me happy to see you happy." "I know," he said, his voice softening, "and I appreciate it, truly. But it's not making me happy anymore. I want to earn my own way. I want to feel like I'm contributing something, not just benefiting from your success." "So, you're ending things because of money?" she asked, her voice laced with disbelief. "It's not just about the money," he insisted. "It's about me. I don't feel like a man, living off your wealth. I need to create my own path, even if it's a difficult one." Amelia stared at him, the weight of his words settling heavy on her. She understood. She, of all people, understood the need for independence, the drive to build something meaningful with your own hands. She had fought tooth and nail to get where she was, and she couldn't begrudge him wanting the same. I understand," she finally said, her voice barely a whisper. The sting of rejection was sharp, but it was overshadowed by a strange sense of respect. The next few weeks were a blur of tearful goodbyes and awkward silences. They parted ways, leaving behind a bittersweet memory of stolen moments and impossible dreams. Amelia threw herself back into her work, the familiar routine offering a comforting, albeit temporary, distraction. Liam threw himself into his music, busking harder, practicing longer, determined to prove to himself that he could make it on his own. He missed Amelia, the electric charge of her presence, her sharp wit and unwavering support, but he knew he had made the right choice. Months later, Amelia saw Liam's name on a poster advertising a local music festival. Liam Walker, Rising star, it proclaimed. A small smile played on her lips. He was finding his voice, forging his own path. He was becoming the man he was meant to be. Standing in her penthouse, the city lights twinkling below, Amelia knew she would always remember Liam. He had been a fleeting chapter in her life, a reminder that success wasn't just about climbing the corporate ladder, but about staying true to yourself, even when it meant letting go of something you desperately wanted. He had taught her that sometimes, the greatest act of love is letting someone find their own way, even if it meant walking away. The rain outside had stopped, and a sliver of moon peeked through the clouds, illuminating the sky with a fragile, hopeful light. And for the first time in a long time, Amelia felt a sense of peace.
Subscribe to see more stories.